Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those trick throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion. But this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
That's good for an H-down.
Stroud completes it quick. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Ball down by Christian Izien.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A good opening series has him across midfield now with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another H-down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A give to Mixon up the middle. get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Texans first down.
Let's Stroud on the keeper. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. The 40. Hits the 20. And what a way to begin the scoring. Brock as they take it back for the touchdown. The Buccaneers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
McLaughlin checks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that bumper return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 30.
Stroud off of play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Stroud now on 3rd. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they give to Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Not for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. Now he takes it. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it gets started.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. This time it's a passing play. Gets it to him on the screen. He's still going at the 30. And how about this, Bronk? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
3rd and 1.
Stroud on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
A 44-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
All right, here we go. Second down. Mayfield now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's out to 34. Irving here from the gun. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Catch made left side by Luka. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Brings up 2nd and
Mayfield now off the play action. He's going to keep it this time. Stiff arm success. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Drive's gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Baker throwing again. Got his man. It's on it. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once again, Irving. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
To throw is Mayfield. Getting out to his left. He will not score, but that does set him off front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Irving. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Long time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Baker now from the gun. Pass it down close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. He's finding his back. Mixon. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Taking it off here to Mixon. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Throwing is Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Mixon on the counter. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. To the air, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're going to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Oh, he got free. Down the field. Evans has it. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Stroud completes it quick. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
It's a gain of 3.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Stays it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Right back to Irving now. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Baker to throw. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Smith on this return. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Avoiding pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, those quarterbacks may wear the no-hit red jersey in training camp, but I'll tell you what, that dude's toughness and tenacity just shone through. Earned the respect of his peers and that defense, too, before they could finally corral him in the pocket.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans pushing for a late spark before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. 1st down, Stroud. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
It leads to second.
Here's Stroud again. Dump off caught by his back. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Just past midfield.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10, it's Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after the second interception of the season.
So many of these NFL facilities we travel around, and we see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Ball at the 33 for first down. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They are now set for first and 10.
That's good for it.
It looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Here's Stroud now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Again, Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
One after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4.
Texans 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. They'll have to be quick about anything they want to do here. We're just moments away from halftime. First down, here's Baker. Catch made left side by Luka. Short pick up to their own 31. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Juke the defender. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Into traffic, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field.
At their own 17-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Stop coming from Henry To'o. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. They take the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's the give to Irving. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out now come the Texans on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Jukes one defender, breaks through, and he might break away. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for the Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hot quick right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers 43-yard line.
Again, this is Mixon. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game because this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a 40-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
There's a counter give to Chubb. And this drives him back at field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, Stroud. Go right side, Dale has it. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Stroud now on third. That's caught for the first. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's good for a touchdown.
Working inside the red zone. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. Now first down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
Joe Mixon
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Dumps it off to his running back. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of the work done as they set up third and very short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
He's going to keep this one. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Texans first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a third-quarter lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Midfield on first and 10. Throw left side, complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Irving on the inside give. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
They'll run this with Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn that one. You set it down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 14. And a Buccaneer first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Avoids the sack. One's good to Godwin. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Now it's Irving. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now Mayfield. Dump off caught by his back. He has room past the 25. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Carry here for Irving. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the Texans' 12-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, skip ball. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going with Irving here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
All I can tell him there is good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they can just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Go to him again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Mayfield now on third and goal. Escapes the pocket. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Third and long, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're ready to drop it. And pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I totally get it. Could take a little more risk knowing the field goal's in the back pocket, but still, that is so disappointing offensively. Not even able to get the throw off and give yourself a chance at a touchdown.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This one from an even 40 yards out.
40-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance. Got the field goal through the uprights, and of course, wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Shotgun now, first round. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Stroud to throw again on second. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Tied in the fourth, and this defense is making sure it stays that way. Last two snaps, well, they've generated some of their best pressure of the game. That's a testament to the want-to, the will, and making it happen when it matters the most.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, here's Baker. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 47.
Mayfield now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
One carry by Irving. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing, Baker. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
It's third down and 12.
Mayfield set to pass. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up fourth down. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They have themselves another first and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down. From the gun, Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get one handoff, pin-up, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. First down throw here. Mayfield finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's the handoff. Up behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
A tight end in motion now. Once again, Irving. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers losing by 7. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the option, here's Mixon. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. We're going to pass it here. Left side into the hands of Dell. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Texans. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. This has been another edition to the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.